Hi there, Retro Tech Ralph here. I'm going to continue on with the Stellaphone reel-to-reel recorder. Hopefully I can get this fixed today and get it done. Right, I've got a belt kit that arrived. I thought the belt that was on here was a lot wider than this, but looking at parts it's going to thread round, it is the right one. It must have been something different, or I don't know, maybe somebody's faffed with this in the past. But I've got a schematic in front of me for a Phillips system which looks very, very similar to this, and it looks like the belt goes round here, underneath here, round this cog, down here, underneath here, and round this motor. But that means taking that off, might be able to thread underneath there, possibly round-ish. No, that might have to come off as well. I think I'll just unscrew. I can unscrew that one and then raise up. It might come through, but there's a few sharp edges on here. I'm not entirely convinced it's going around without any issues. I've recorked these feet and stuck them in place. It might work, it might not. There's already a cork underneath there which is perfectly fine. I've got the piece for that somewhere. Yeah, one of these goes on each side. A bit flimsy. Yes, the pins are in. This doesn't seem to be as solid as I'd hoped. Yeah, that goes in and goes into the slot there. That goes kind of on and in there. So yeah, that's gripping quite well. But I need to get the belt on first before I do anything further. So it does all perfectly work. I've got this plugged in, it's all working really well. It's not as clean as I'd hoped, but I can work on that in time. But at the minute, this is, to be honest, this is hardly being used that much anyway. So, but the dirt in here is what this thing produces as it's running around. So making this clean is not a full priority. I think mainly getting this working. There's a screw missing there. Getting this actually properly working with a new belt on it is more priority than getting the insides clean. The outsides will work on no problem. But there's also one other thing I've noticed on this. We've got two belts. One's for the main drive belt and one's for the counter. And I kind of thought that went over this cog here, looking without anything, and went around this. And it works as sort of like a brake to slow this one down, but it doesn't. This goes round here and then round a cog there, which is missing. So, or actually it goes round, oh, hold on, there. One of these, when it's on top of there, it goes round there. Oh, got that stuck. And then round a cog there, a wheel on there, but this has already been broken off. There's already a bit there, which is, let's see if I can get you in there. Bottom of the, there. And that's already gone, and I can't see the piece for that. I don't know where that is. That probably came out a long time ago. It's not hidden anywhere inside, so the counter will not work. There's nothing I can do about that. So I'm gonna attempt to get the belt on, and I'm gonna pause here, and you can get back to me in a second. Belt is on. Now I thought it was more tricky than that, because I thought you'd have to go underneath this part down here, across and into where the motor is, kind of underneath, but it didn't. Goes around this cog here, it scoots around the top of this and then comes underneath here. Now there's a sharp edge in this corner here, and I was quite scared it was going to rip, but it's kind of higher up than, so where the screwdriver edge is there, that's where the sharp edge is, and you know, a good 6 mil above that is where the belt goes. Underneath here, wraps underneath where your speed mechanism is, and then comes into the bottom end of the motor, up over here, and then over back onto there. So it's one belt does the whole lot. So that's not bad at all, really. My counter's not looking too straight for some reason. That's not fully essential because it will never work without that part, which is a shame. Well, I'll keep the belt just in case anyway. I mean, that would have, like I say, let's get these on. I say it would work if I could find any sort of cog, but I'll have to cannibalise another one, and I don't know where any are. So we've only got the one, so this will have to do. Why won't that go in properly? There we go. Oh, these go on top, but they go underneath that lip there a little. So I can pull that out and go around. What was that? Oh, one of the feet. So there, and that should actually work. The motor always goes round, so, well actually, yeah, so if the motor always goes round, it's always going to constantly move, so why would it do that? Well, let's have a go. Plug her in and switch her on. Okay, so is that, no, that's engaged. That's one of your speeds. There you go. See, that's not exactly going, is it? See, it's these here that I want replacing. Or is it? No, there's just not enough power in that motor to even attempt to get this round. Well, the belt's far too tight, one or the other. Oh, that stopped. It is trying at least. There's your brake. Oh, that's better. Nope. Why's that one stuck down? I'll get that. There we go. That's a brake for that one in case that spins too much. That, I guess that press down and that will be your record. That, I think, is just normal playback. Yeah, that engages the speaker. So that wants to be down anyway. Like your speed. The noise off that motor is a bit much. I don't know. You have to be really careful because the main power's around here. Oh, okay, that was catching on something. That's going. That's going well. I think there's a lot of oil on this, so this is not going to work perfectly. For this, for the first time in, oh God, what? I don't know, 40 years maybe? 45 years? This is actually working. I need to get on with doing a little bit of de-oiling, I think, on a lot of things. So I've just caked living crap out of everything with oil. And I don't want it too bad, but I want it to grip. There we go. Look, absolutely, it's so filthy anyway. So the essential parts, let's get this de-oiled. There's too much oil in it anyway, I know there is. That main barrel as well, that might also clog, I don't know. And the rubbers aren't too bad on this. For that speed, it is actually keeping, sounds like it's keeping itself pretty much going alright. See, still filthy. It needs a lot more fettling at present. Make sure we can clean as possible. Yeah, leave me with this for 20 minutes and we'll see how good this actually works in a few moments' time. Still see that glowing little green. I'm not touching it. I might as well electrocute myself. I know I am. Right, final assembly's going on. I've put the lid back on the side. I've put the feet back on here. They're a bit crummy. I don't know what else to do with them. They're just completely crap, but I've got no other alternative. They're like a metal washer inside it with this. Oh no, bleeding again. This it's not wood. It's kind of really hard plastic in the corners, but I'm gonna have to use them. I've got no choice. Right. Part with the socket, and I think it went that way. Gotta be careful. I've stuck all these corners back on because this is such brittle plastic. I have a right problem screwing this back together, to be honest. And on the back end I put some sellotape to hope that does help a little, but I doubt it. Right, so that's to go through there. Put delicately because that one's already broken off. Just to go down to there, a bit there. There's a tension strain relief thing on there anyway, or something equivalent to. Right, little screws. I can see this going majorly wrong very quickly, but let's just see. I mean, yes, it's dirty, and I've still got to clean up once I've finished this lot, but it is. I'm impressed it's actually running. I'm impressed it's never been done before. You know, the decades we've had this, it's just as simple as a belt being done and a little bit of fettling. Nothing that couldn't have been done by anybody, which is annoying because all the faffing about with this. I've got 3 screws there. Hopefully there's 3 on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's fine for me. So let me get this on here. I'm going to try and take my time screwing this bottom bit on anyway, because I don't want to destroy the plastic, even though it's probably beyond. Okay, let it hold it. There. See, I can feel it going into the whatever material is anyway. So I feel just a little bit of a resistance, no more. There. I'm just going round, so that's obviously gone. I'm not bothered about strengthening these up. There we go. So that's on. So that folds into there, and the plug goes in the bottom. It's almost metal memory, this stuff. It's been folded away for 40 odd years, doing nothing. So it knows how to coil itself back up again. Cool. We have the bottom section here. This goes on one way or another. Goes in and on, and that way. What he thinks. Yep. And that comes down, stops you opening it up. Right, bottom's done. Now, I've already put the top back on the lid because this is going on. And it's upside down for me, so I'll spin this around. I want to just notice something. I know there's other models out there which have had 2 extra buttons here, but I've only just noticed this one here. I think they've been bent out and shaped for quite a while, so you never really saw it. So it's there. That's actually the full stop everything button. So it's a shame that don't work. Really annoying, but here you go. So right, do you remember which screws went in where? I think the 3 small ones go in the top. The 2 big ones go down here. Microphone sockets over here. Yeah. Long ones go there. It's that light up valve that gets me. Because it's supposed to be for the level for the speaker so you can see the noise. And it must have been absolutely brilliant back in the day to actually be able to see something flashing like that. I mean, I've had a I got it from a car show once. It was like an LED sort of neon tube, and it had a a sensor on it for the sound, and it was like, wow, it pulses up and down this neon tube when the sound goes off. And that was like 20 odd years ago. But I was impressed back then, even nobody else was. Yay! Right, so there's that there. Right, that's on 6. That's on. That carries on going around. That's concerning. Right, to the flat part. Let's just go on. We can just stop at 6. That's all right. That might be okay. Okay. Before final cleanup, I'm going to get that tape and see if I can get this to work. I mean, there might be problems with the heads that might not actually work at all. Me cleaning them, I might have completely destroyed them, so it might be a case of if people on the voice, I think my sister and my mother, want to actually get the tape, then we can get it restored some other ways anyway. There's professionals out there with a lot more equipment than this. So, okay. Right, let me get the tape loaded up and get the plug plug back in again. And we're getting close to finishing this one. Yay. Right. Let's see if this works. Power on. And turn the light off actually, because you can see the light there. Right. I press speaker. Then I press the speed. Okay. So I need to put that through some other bit more maybe. Just needs to catch onto there, doesn't it? No. Bump. Is that got the gap? That's not. That's the gap. Oh, so it nips. I think it must nip it in place then. No, there's a gap. The gap there. There isn't a gap there. Or is there? Yeah. There isn't. It's a crack. Okay. Ah, I get you now. Right, so it goes into the one without the circle bit there. Let's come back a little bit on here. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's disengage the speaker. Better. One there might go on that. Okay. Nips it in place. This, I'm not sure this is right. So, get some speed on. Uh-oh. This is struggling or not. Yeah. The reel on this is not. Oh. Hello. So, faster I think we want. Still not working, right, is it? Well, that is the first noise that's come out in this in a long time. It's just not going around, is it? So I might need to get a new reel for this. Spare one, because this is just absolutely rubbish. Alright, let's try again. Go on. Come on. What's that? That's the brake. That's a record. Okay. It's too slow. there's obviously an issue. I don't think the speeds are doing me any good. Oh, which one's quickest? Okay, nearly there. I think we found a recording speed. Oh yeah, we got it. Not too well, is it? Stop! Whoa! This reel just isn't very good. Now, if my sister's listening to this, she'll have probably heard a name being called then. Now, hold on. Come on. See, that's stuck down again. Damn it. Maybe more work needed then. Is that stuck? Why is that stuck? Come on, Ralph, for God's sake. Oh, there we go. Right. Takes another rewind for a minute. A little more work to be done. I don't get how the hell people used to use these. It's just not useful at all, is it? Yeah, that's that. The motor's not doing well either. Yeah, I think we need to strip down again, to be honest. Give us a sec, see what we can do with this. Okay, we've got to a stage now where it's working again. Underneath here, the motor's there. If you can see, there's like a fan down there. And it's actually held to this spindle where you got the belt going to it. There's a spring on it that's held between the motor and the spindle here. And that came off of the bottom side of the motor. I've also got a problem with this side. I don't know what it is, if it's a design flaw or what, but when you press your speed, round she goes. That button is for the speakers. You press it down, it should come out the speaker at the front. But these contacts here, this mechanism pushes this up to put that bottom contact there. But it should actually disengage the other one. You hear the buzz for the speaker. And it's not going up far enough. There's adjustment parts on here, but I've done as much as I can and I can't get the bloody thing done. So, for the time being, I'm going to have to leave it. Let's get that back on. I'm just going to put things in place for the minute. It's like the pot for the volume is shagged as well. That's up to full. I can't get into that at present. Maybe another future, if not, if I can be bothered, really, project. I don't want to get a zero, is it? There you go. There we go. Just to get my OCD. Right, I've had a go with this as well. I've managed to heat up the plastic, and it's a little bit better. But let's see if we can get this thing on and working. Right, I've got WD all over me. Don't really want to put that on the tape. So, tape on that side, keep it a little bit tense, go into the gap here, out the other side, and round, and where's the gap? There. Oh, there. Oh, come here. Right. I think you can do it. Can I do it that way? No. And the tape's already unravelled itself from that side as well. Oh, how the hell are you supposed to do this? Nothing but tricky, is it? You can see why cassettes were popular after this time. Because you're going to faff with reels. Get that back on there. Right, let's try and keep it tense. Down the gap there and there. That'll hold on to that. Oh, that's it. That's making it more tighter inside. That's good. Right, so round. Ah, no, neither did it again. But I've done it again. There you go. Oh, come on. Very frustrating medium, these tips. Alright, that should hold in place for a bit. I know I should put a bit more on top of there, to be honest. So, let's do that. Oh, come on. Trial and error. Trial and error. Patience, Ralph, patience. This has gone over the half-hour mark. I'm sorry. I do apologise. Let's put a bit more up there. Right, get a bit more on there. Done. Go around and done. Right, go. Damn it. It won't stay on. No. Still not keeping proper speed, is it? Oh, it's gone again. Damn it, come on. It's come off that bloody spring again. So you put any tension on it, it just goes. Why has that gone to 999? I must have touched it. Drawing board. Back, I think. Back again in a minute. This is just frustrating. I've had a kind of a breakthrough. This is kind of working. Right. For some reason I put on an extra cork on the bottom wheels, and then the second one goes on and then third. Yeah, it looked like cork was on there and it looked like it needed more grip on it, but I think I've overdone it with the grip. So, stripped it off. It's making a buzzing now. It's like it's... Oh, like there's something not exactly. But, bear with me. Right, you turn the speed on. That tenses everything up. And then you press your speaker button. Now that's my sister. That's my sister. That's my mum. To this. I don't know who that is. Oh God. You're proper screamer, isn't she? So while this is working, I'm going to, as they say, make hay while the sun's shining. And to be honest, today it is actually, it's nice and warm in here. I'm going to record it. Oh god, this is ridiculous. I need a new reel on there if I'm going to do anything serious with this, which I'm not. So I'll get back to the beginning, get a recording done, and I think we might be happy. It might be a good Mother's Day present, this. Cheap, well, no, I say not cheap, because it's kind of a bit of a pain in the arse Mother's Day present, but hey ho. Oh god, this is such a pain with the gone again, gone underneath it. Oh shoot. So careful with this. And I'm not being careful, that's the problem. Not gone back under right. No, a bit there. Oh, that's going to come off on there. There we go, done. Right, so I'm going to go back to the beginning. Start a record. And then I'll get back to you when I've finished. Right, recording's done. There's going to be quite a few people in my family who will be quite happy to hear that. So I'll be making a couple of CDs or something, or sending it off. Maybe put it on a video somewhere, so family can. They don't need to post it publicly. It's family stuff anyway, so it's not really needed. Whatever. I can get a good clean up whenever I need to, but I've done what I need to do with this. Let's get it fixed, get that recording off of that and get it digitally so we can do what we want with it now. So job sorted, job fixed. I'm really happy I actually got this thing bloody working. It actually worked properly. I don't think the fast forward and the rewind worked right, but getting rid of the pads on the bottom of the on the bottom of the runners, I had to put coat ones on. Too much grip. And for some reason, it just wouldn't. There's too much weight on one of the reels to go around, and it just absolutely works perfectly. So we're done, we're sorted, and I'm happy. So I'm gonna put this away and play about recording, and job sorted. It just shows you that blindly hoping that it'll work did. So thanks for watching. Really happy I've done this one. I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye for now.